morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Let me just try and... Sorry, I just put my necklace on. I didn't even take my hair out of it yet. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you all. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Lovely to see you all. Lovely to have you all back this morning. Why, yes, I am in fact wearing false eyelashes. How did you notice? Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. Hi, Heather. Hi, Candace. Hi, Louisa. Good morning, everybody. Hi, 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 hi. We are going to be doing a bunch of fun stuff today. I have to make some bird toys for my birds because we are going to be going out camping. Alex and I are going camping next week. I'm going to be leaving the birds with strangers, and so I want to give them tons of stuff to do so that they don't basically scream the whole time that we're gone. That's what I'm hoping, is that I can avoid doing that. I also want to show you I did a crazy amount of yarn dyeing yesterday. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to move Thunder. Excuse me, Thunder. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. We need Thunder to be small again. Shush, Thunder. And then you can go in this corner so that when the people who are coming to our home today come, nobody has to see them. Thunder can keep people feeling nice and anonymous. How about that? Lots to show you today, but also I did a yarn dye bonanza yesterday. I went on... I just had a good time, okay? I just had a bunch of fun playing with some color. I started with natural dye, and then I was like, we're already here. I already have a dye bath going. I might as well just start an acid dye bath. I already had all my tools out, and I was in the process of filming my tutorial, so I just kept going from my tutorial over to the dye bath, then back to the tutorial, then back to the dye bath. And I had a pretty freaking good day. I really enjoyed myself. I have to film the intro and the outro still for that video, which is why I still have my microphone out. I'll just leave this out, but I'll put it out to the side. Aw, fun! I need to do some dyeing this week too. I love the magic that you do with them. Well, I can't wait to show it to you because some of them turned out so cool. Some of them, well, I'm going to say 2 of them turned out okay. I'm sure they'll look beautiful in the project that I end up using them, but they're not like as stunning, but the rest of them came really nicely. So I have cardboard here. I'm going to put this aside for now. We're going to be making bird toys. It's not the most fun activity. It's a lot of repetitive cutting, but the birds need to have things to tear apart, and it's recycling day today, so I want to get all the cardboard that I want to use used up so that the rest of it can go out with the recycling later today. Texting me in the morning. Oh, recruitment ad agencies. My phone number's been sold to the internet somewhere. Okay, so before we jump into bird making, I also wanted to show you, I stopped paying attention to this coleus, Alice Singletary. Good morning. Gorgeous. Love the colorways. Thanks. Stick around for a little bit. I'm going to go through them and open up the ball of yarn, or open up the skein of yarn, rather. Oh, Jesus, Murphy. Why am I like this? Just don't sit on your feet, Laura. Then you don't have to worry about huffing around like this. Okay. One other thing before we get into me showing the roots of the coleus, I also want you to know I found this little booklet again for different knitting patterns. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can see the... Anyway, it's knitting patterns for kids, like for kids' clothing, and I want to make... Look at that. Stop it. Look how cute it is. Look at these 2 little girls. Look at this. Stop it. Look at those little socks and the Mary Janes. Stop it. So we're going to do a child size knitting project. I kind of just want to make this one. So we are going to knit something for Alistair this fall. That is going to be our big fall knitting project. As soon as I finish Alex's crocheted sweater, which is not going to be done in time for his birthday, unfortunately. How are you this good at knitting already? Girl, I said this was going to take us all fall. Say this was, oh, hello. I didn't say this was going to be something we finish in a week. I am not intending on this being a quick project. I'm intending on this taking us a long time to do. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it together. So that'll be our fall project. I think that'll be when we come back from camping. Maybe I'll bring the sweater with me camping and try to finish it there. And then this sweater we can start when I get back. But now that I showed you that, I would love to show you my coleus, which has been rooting for, I don't know, several... Maybe Alex's crochet sweater can be done on the stream too. I did the first half on stream. I was supposed to do the second half as a tutorial, but I haven't started filming it yet. And I just felt like maybe I would just finish it so that it's done. You really want to see it? I'll film it as a tutorial. I'm just like, oh, that one I remember seeing bits and bobs. And you popped up on my feed. That's crazy. Thank you, YouTube. The algorithm gods have bestowed upon me a new viewer. Thank you, Alice. Oh, Jesus, Murphy. Sorry, I'm sitting on something that is supposed to make you not cross your legs while you're sitting, and I'm crossing my legs on top of it. It's fine. Okay, so I have coleus here that I want to show you because I'm very proud of the amount of rooting that has happened. And then I picked yarrow. I was with Alex's mom and Alex. We were getting a car wash. Alex wanted to do the hand washing car wash. So Alex's mom and I went for a walk while he did that. And it was like out in the boonies. That's where they always are. And I yanked a yarrow cutting out of the ground. And then I didn't have time to plant it that day. So I tossed it into my cuttings, like into my coleus cuttings. And it's been a couple weeks now and I forgot about it. But she did not mind waiting around in the water. This is just white yarrow. This is like the native yarrow in my area. So I have more of it now, which is good because I have lots of summer fruits or summer berries and summer pastels. I have now white to add into that. And then my next big yarrow goal is to get yellow yarrow. Okay, now I wanted to show you the roots on some of these coleus cuttings because they're pretty much ready to pot up. This is a modified modified child of the French Quarter. So the French Quarter coleus looks like this. So that's what the regular French Quarter coleus looks like. This is what one of the offspring came out looking like. Okay, I'm going to just turn you guys off for a few minutes because our landlord people are coming through. You guys just talk amongst yourselves, but I'll show you the coleus. I'm just going to put you on mute. Love ya. Hello, I'm back, everyone. First of all, Alice, sorry I left right when you went ahead and gave a beautiful $5 super chat. Thank you so much for that. That was wonderful. What a lovely way to start my Monday. Sorry that you come here and you do a super chat and I immediately leave. Apologies. You should see the garden she grew in a city cement backyard. It's the truth. Gotta love when the landlords come to mess up your day. It's the biannual inspection. One downside of renting over owning a home is that someone comes and checks that your home has not been destroyed. I mean, maybe it keeps me honest. I crocheted 2 berets and a hat yesterday. Sweet baby puppy. I'm a last minute Louie made a bluey for a B-Day gift. Literally finished it in the car before the party. Color was off, but I dodged the copyright. Where it should have been pastel blue, it was white. In my defense, I've never seen an episode of Bluey. I love that. Me neither. I'm the oldest here. I think my kids are grown. Those popping in, Laura will be back shortly. Indeed. Heather, I turned 50 this year. Her landlord is doing a walkthrough tour, so we are waiting for their departure. Indeed. I'm in East Texas, so I'm enjoying the cooler temperature this fall morning. So was I. Outside is beautiful right now. Let's see, Michigan here. Love that. And Tyler. And if you want to chat here with us, just subscribe. Laura and I are in Southern Ontario, Canada. Yeah, we are. Just spotted the purple yellow yarn in the back. I'm going to show it to you. Canada, yay. Michigan, yay. I wish my weather was colder. I love to crochet hats, but rarely get to wear them. Well, I'm going to need to crochet a new hat. Did I? I did. Yay. Do you see these bruises right here? These are from my niece, Elizabeth. Her favorite thing right now is when she's sleeping, her head is here, one arm is down here, and she grabs around and grabs on your arm and just pinches it with her sharp little talons. So these are pinch bruises from Elizabeth. Unrizabeth, exactly, Unrizabeth. Even though she's the one with all the riz. Okay, I also have a couple of cuttings, that are starting to grow a new leaf. Oh gosh, I'm going to turn the volume down just a little. The smoke alarms are about to be tested, and Toby thinks it. our smoke alarms work, in case you guys were wondering. Our smoke alarms all work. Isn't this pretty though? This section right here to here is my favorite section. Look at that ombre. Look at those weird little speckles. So pretty. And then this one, I did turn up the mic a bit. Oh, sorry, the mic was on low. Then there's this one. It don't make sense, and it's not supposed to. Isn't it cool, though? I think it'll look really cool when it's knitted up. It's all one giant skein, and I think I want to actually wind it into a ball and then wind it into a... I think I want to use my ball winder, wind it into a ball, and then I want to wind it back onto a skein. Look at that. Ooh, that looks like a... Do you see? Do you see the skull? Look. Eye, nose, mouth. Do you see that? Ooh, so spooky. Halloween-y. But this one's going to be really pretty altogether. It looks like it's a lot of brown, but there's actually up close, there's like a ton going on. Let me get you up real close. Okay, ready? So there's like turquoise, purple. Oh my gosh, one sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. Hello, friends. Apologies. That's not what the live stream's supposed to be about. The live stream is supposed to be about community and hanging out and not me leaving. Toad. Relaxation. Hey, you leave that. Hey, you leave that cat. Hey, you leave that cat alone. You leave that kitty alone. You go lie down. Our little stoner kitty. You leave that cat alone. You want a treat, Toby? Will that make you leave him alone? All right. Let's try and get back to the regular program. Oh, wait, you're not Toby here. Back to our regular programming now, shall we, folks? If I could just... Where is my yarn swift? Where would I have put my yarn swift? Somewhere that makes really a lot of sense, I think. Maybe back here. Oh, yarn swift. There's only so many locations that a yarn swift can go when your house is tiny. Oh, where did my yarn swift go? I think I may have put it in the closet. Yes, in the fireplace. Thank you, thank you. In front of the fireplace. Oh, Laura. First of all, Candace, how dare you? Second of all, I found it eventually. Okay, so we'll just get you loaded up on here. My sweet, beautiful little yarn swift. Gorgeous. Okay, who are we going to rewind first? I kind of want to rewind this whole huge one to see how the colors look when they are distributed slightly differently. You know, when you like waste time, but it's not like a waste of time. My creative space is packed to the brim, but fairly organized. My creative space is packed to the brim and most definitely not organized. Well, that's actually a lie. There are elements of my space that are very organized. There's just also elements of my space that aren't, and I think that's beautiful. Okay? That's just art. That's just what it is to be an artist, okay? Who am I talking to? Am I just trying to convince myself? Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna cut these. This yarn may well have a few, and when I say a few, I mean a lot. It may well have a lot of moth damage, so there may be a lot of breakage here because this was in storage for over a year before I dyed it. So there is a non-zero chance that we're going to come across some damage while we do this. We will handle it. Oh my god, Rohan's eyes are like... Rohan is currently zooted on gabapentin and Zoloft and I don't think he has a steroid today. Just the gabapentin and the Zoloft. Okay, we have to decide where we're starting from because I don't think any of these are the actual starting point. So we're gonna have to find it. Ooh, there's kind of a lot of breakage, isn't there? I don't know where we're gonna start pulling from. I feel like no matter where we start, we're gonna have trouble. So I think I'm gonna get my ball winder. Toby, leave him alone. I know. He just doesn't want to leave you alone because he loves you. It's because he loves you, Rohan. Toby, you have to find another way to love him. He likes to be left alone. You sit here, sit, and you relax, okay? You relax. Oh my gosh, Alice, stop. I mean, don't, but stop. Save your money. But also, if any of you guys want to be my benefactor, feel free to send me all of your money. But don't, though. Stop doing that. From your responsible maternal energy person, stop it. But from your internet bestie, thanks, girl, for new fiber. I am going to need new fiber because the friggin' gosh darn moths, they got to me. They didn't get any of the other balls of yarn, but this one's fairly old. Like, I've had this in my stash for longer than I want to admit. And it's been improperly stored for much of that time. So we're going to do our best. Where was it tied up the most? Where was it? This is where it was tied up the most. So this is where the start and the finish is. Somewhere around these parts. So I think that this could be... We are going to have a ton of issues as far as breakage, but we're just going to move through them as best we can, okay? This was not the best place to start, I don't think. I think I picked a bad spot. Are you going to pull through, or are you going to get caught on stuff every single time? Why? Why am I like this? What are you getting caught on, though? Okay, you feel like a bad place to start. How about your twin flame? Are you just a broken piece? Same, girl, same. Okay. Let's just try here. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. I did a full clean out and rewound almost everything. That's amazing. Let me try and give you a little bit of a tilt here so that we can see the yarn that I'm actually winding up. Okay, that's as low as I can get for you. Thank you. Are the birds still caged? No. No, they are not. The birds have not been caged. I forgot to cage them when the lady came. I just had them out, so usually we have them caged when they come, but I didn't, so here we are. All right. This is all a bit much right now. I did a full clean out and rewound almost everything. Amazing. Okay, I think I need the yarn to be across from me, so I don't think you guys get to see the skein get smaller. I think you have to just accept that you'll only see the cake form. The yarn cake. Okay. Hold on here. Let's put you here, honey blower. Please don't fall. Stay here. Stay strong. Be proud. We believe in you. Thank you. Oh. Can you zoom us out? Maybe? I mean, I can do anything I put my mind to. Let's see if I can get you a little bit farther away here. Come on, you. Help me out here, would ya? Looks like you got one job, camera. Okay, if I get you out here. I said, wow, I understand storing them in the freezer though, because all you have to deal with is moths one time. What am I doing wrong? Why am I like this? Use your brain. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, honey. Thank you. Okay. Let's try again. This is the best I could do in terms of zooming you out. So you're welcome. It was a lot of hard work that I did for you. And now we are going to wind up this gorgeous skein. And hopefully it goes so well and looks so cute. It will. Okay. Once we get her spinning, we'll be in a better place. All right, here we are at our first snag. Did I dye this yarn properly, making sure to avoid any felting? No, I didn't, but I did have a good time. So that's all I can ask for when I do yarn dyeing. I mean, I would love for this to all be one piece, but that's just not going to happen for me, and I just have to accept it. Okay, hold on, you guys. Just relax. You all can stay up where you need to go. Thank you. Yes, in the UK, our freezers aren't big enough for anything other than food, unfortunately. I just cooked them at 60 degrees Celsius for like 6 hours, and that seems to kill off any larvae. Oh, that's a smart idea. Bake them. I'll bake my yarn to kill the moths. Well, I just dyed all of the yarn. I think that did it. Apologies for whatever's going on with the microphone right now. Here's what I'll do. For just a second while I start the spin here, I'll turn my volume down, and then I'll turn the music up so that you don't have to hear the loudness of the spin. Toby, stop. Stop. Rohan, this is not a good idea. Toby, no. All right, I'm struggling. When is our next hangout? We hang out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. So the next one will be on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Same time, same place. Okay. Just pull on a string until it breaks, maybe. Nice, cute. See you there. See you there. Thank you so much for joining. It was lovely to have you, and thank you for the super chats. I know there are long areas where there are no breaks. I just have to get to them. So I'm just gonna find them. We'll get there. Yeah, push through, I believe. We will have lots that have short strands, but we're gonna do it. Is it worth rewinding the big skein first? The big skein? Is it worth rewinding it first? Like, maybe, but I feel like I'll still have the same problem no matter what I decide to do, because this is all fudged up. Okay. I think we're almost at the point where it's all one piece. Hardest first, then it will be easy. Exactly. Sorry, I know I'm far from the mic and not chatty right at this moment, but I will as soon as I get myself like actually dealing with a yarn that is not in short pieces. This feels possible. No thinness yet. Are you gonna go for a while? Okay, I think this is a good piece to start winding with. Ugh. Look at all that barf. And I'll just break here, and then I'm gonna break it back where that other short one is. We can put all the short pieces together at the end. I'd rather have as many nice long pieces as possible. Good morning, good morning. Yes, do not waste them. I will not. Have you ever known me to be wasteful? Especially when it comes to yarn. Hi, Rohan. Oh, that's attached to that. Great. Rohan, this is probably not the best spot for you. Toby, I know. It's very exciting. Toby! What is that even for? Who are you appealing to with that whiny voice? Nobody likes a dog that yips like that. Literally, people get rid of Chihuahuas for behaving like you're behaving. I would never. This chaos show is definitely an LML thing. Yes, the show is chaotic. Oh my freaking god. The show is chaotic, and that's why we love her, folks. It's the chaos we come here for. Of course, now that I'm like not trusting this to be long, it's the longest piece. Of course it is. He's doing his brother and sister Chihuahuas a disservice. Yes, he's making Chihuahuas look bad. Toby, you're embarrassing yourself and your bloodline. You're embarrassing your bloodline. You would not be hunting cats. You would be a rat dog. So why are you chasing the cat? You guys are supposed to work together. I'm surrounded by idiots. Okay, let's try again. We can frickin' do this. Let's just wind a ball of yarn. It's not so hard. You can wind a ball of yarn without frickin' breaking apart into 1,000 pieces. The other skeins are not like this. This is mostly the problem of this one skein because it is older yarn and a different thickness. And I think this one was already naturally dyed also. I like to do what you're doing, but all by myself with no distractions. Oh yeah? I love it with all the distractions, Louisa. It makes it so much more fun to have all my animals chasing each other and yelling. Look at it go! Now don't break. Yes, I recognize this thing is so choppy. You just have to deal with it, because I do. That went pretty far. I'm pulling this one off because I think that's a nice little yarn cake to show off the color. Ta-da! Here's the color. I make rainbow. When in doubt, just make rainbow. I don't know what colors to dye. Start rainbow. You will find success. This is my promise to you. One of you is gonna be a short piece. Which piece is gonna be the short piece? Here. One of you has to be the short piece. You can't both be all the way long. Okay, You are a short piece. Oh, you're both broken at the same spot. Great, so you're both short. Love it. Short kings. And then you're short. Okay, which makes you maybe long. Let's see. You gonna make it around a few rounds? Don't disappoint me. You disappoint me. How about you? Are you gonna make it a few rounds? Or are you also just a disappointment? All of you. Idiots. What do you think you're doing? We're here to knit. How am I supposed to knit if my yarn is made up of 5,000 small pieces? Okay, this feels like a good long piece. Until I find a break, I won't be very happy if I don't find another nice long piece in here. I'm just trusting you, yarn. If you're a short piece, there's gonna be trouble. Just a minute, everyone. I got another good long piece. By the way, click the thumbs up button today. It's free. And you're here. So click it. Look at the amount of work I'm doing today. Okay, okay. Up to yellow. Is there anything broke in yellow here? I mean, I guess that's kind of it. Are you gonna break off? Are you a short piece? You a long piece? Good, a long piece. Then you can come. Oh my god, I love that so much. I'm glad you love it. I also love it. Oh, actually, you are yellow. So you two can go together. And if you're short, you are dismissed. Oh golly. So what do you guys think of bringing Julia on for, I don't know, a couple of streams a month? I don't know how many yet. Originally we were talking about maybe doing once a week. Does that feel crazy? Did you enjoy it? I had so much fun having her here. She and I just have a fun. We just have fun together. Originally we were talking about once a week, and then I said maybe we do once every 2 weeks to, you know, be able to keep it fresh. This is not tight enough? Like, what is wrong? Why are you causing trouble? Oh, that's why. I see the problem. I see the problem. It would be nice to have her on whenever she wants. Well, whenever she wants is whenever we want. Sorry, one sec. I have yarn. Now my yarn swift has disconnected. Do not want to disrupt her infernal majesty. She is not infernal. She is angelic. That baby is angelic. She is not infernal. Her infernal majesty. She's infernal and it's delightful. She's not infernal. She's frickin'. She's the best angel baby in the world. Well, that is except when we're comparing one other baby who's the best baby in the world. But he's not a baby anymore. Because did you hear? My baby nephew turned 3. 3 years old. He had his birthday party on the weekend. And I brought a bouquet for him. And I brought a bouquet for my sister. And I told my sister, it's your birthday too. And she said, haha. And I said, no. You were reborn as a mother 3 years ago. Before that, the person you were before you were a mother is dead. You were reborn. I'm not saying that to be a mother is the be-all and end-all of life. You don't have to be a mother to be a whole and complete person. However, I saw my sister become a completely different person. She's the same person, which is so confusing. She's the same with me. We're still besties. She's still a sassy little saster. She's the sassiest saster I ever had. But she became a whole new person when Alistair was born, when she became a mother. So I brought her a bouquet saying, it's your birthday too. And then Alistair started telling everyone that it was his mum's birthday too. It's our birthday, it's my birthday, and it's Mummy's birthday, because Mummy became a mummy when I was born. Please don't break again. If you respect me, Yarn. So close. Close but no cigar. Please don't break. Please. Ugh, I was so hopeful. I believed in my heart we were going to get all one piece, but not today. I think that's better. She a mama bear. She a mama bear. She's a very good mom, and I'm a really good auntie. There we go. Just because of my habits, once every 2 weeks is fine. I have my own crying baby. I have to step out when she cries. Sorry. No, I understand it. And I want to hear your feedback. If once every 2 weeks is enough, that's good for me. I just want to know what's best for you guys, what you guys like. Here are the first 2 yarn cakes. And then this is all of the short strands of yarn barf, which will have to be used for some smaller. Ooh, maybe this will be embroidery thread for me now, like for on crocheted sweaters. Let me just do this so that you guys don't have to see my computer there. Ugh. So this is all the stuff that was in short strands. So I think I'll just take a minute and wind it into a ball so that I know it's the ball of little pieces. The ball of bits, if you will. Hand wind those tiny bits now so you don't just put it away like that. First of all, rude. Second of all, look at me. I'm already doing it. I was already doing it because I wanted to. So, how about that? Oh, the color is so pretty though. I could knit this into a sweater. I want to see what the other ones look like also though, because they look so pretty as a skein. I was doing it before you told me, so it doesn't count. So there, ha, demand avoidance do be like that. I was doing it before you told me, so what you told me actually doesn't count. I don't have to listen to you because I was already gonna do it. Because I wanted to. I don't be avoiding demand. I'm just a strong and independent woman. I do what I want, when I want. You're a demand avoidance, actually. You're the one who's demanding to be avoided. You're the one who's avoiding my demands. It's gonna look like a yarn leftover project. I think that this would be a really fun piece of yarn to make a scrap project with all of the yarn breaks. Maybe no Maybe no winding in the ends even. No end weaving. Just keep going with it with all the yarn breaks. I have a sweater like that. And I love it. Oh, I very much am a demand avoidance. It's true. My sister said she had yarn for me and came out with a blob of yarn barf. That's disrespect, Michelle. Did you immediately leave her home and tell her that she could call you when she's serious? Someone handing you yarn barf as though it's a gift? It's like giving you a broken barbecue. You just have to fix it. And then it's fine. Okay, I need another end. Gotta find. One nice thing about all these being very short is I'm not having to deal with a lot of knots because the pieces are short. Skein slapper, Michelle, literally. No, she was fixing dinner for me. Oh, okay. Well, at least there was dinner. Was it good dinner at least? Ugh, fair. We can let it slide this time. For the dinner. We'll do anything for snacks. What? This piece is too short. This one has a break. That's too short. Oh yes, she's a fab cook. Okay, well. Alistair's birthday party was so cute. My sister made like a sign and it said, Alistair is 3. And we all sang happy birthday. My mom made a Lion King cake with Simba and Nala on it. And what else? Alistair got all the toys that babies are into. Babies, he's not a baby, he's 3. If you're new here, I have a nephew and he's my best friend, and he's 3 and he just turned 3 and he's so cute and so smart, and we hung out all day and had such a fun time, and I ended up staying all day. Do you have photos of the cake? I'd love to see that. I should have photos of the cake somewhere. Yes. She did like a drawing of Simba and Nala and it says happy birthday, Alistair. I think it might say Alistair is 3. I don't know. It either says happy birthday, Alistair, or Alistair is 3, but I don't recall. I feel like it probably said Alistair is 3 because she would have wanted to put a big 3 on the cake. Oh my lord. These short pieces are not getting put in the ball of yarn. They just aren't. They make me angry. I'm not getting one double crochet out of a piece, you know what I mean? It's got to get me at least a few stitches for me to bother tying it into the whole ball. You should see some of the other skeins that I painted. I didn't paint them, I dyed them. I was filming a tutorial while doing it, which is so not a great smart idea that I had. I was like, oh, it's fine, I can do 2 things at once, but guess what? You can't. So now my tutorial for tomorrow, my hands are all blue and purple in the tutorial because I was simultaneously dyeing yarn. It was worth it though. The yarn turned out amazing. Sometimes you just need a beautiful, colorful skein of yarn, and that sometimes for me is right now. Come on, let go. How did you even tie this around? There. Thank you. They are not the short kings we love. No. Oh my god. Please. Sweet Jesus. What else did we do for his birthday? That's it. It was a children's party. We made bracelets because he's a baby. He's not though, and Elizabeth is, and she was so sweet, obviously. And it was nice. My brother came. He lives a little far away, so he doesn't get to come as often. It was nice to see him. And my sister's in-laws and my sister's in-laws, all of them came. It was nice to see them. And the babies that are on their side, it was nice to see. It was a very fun party for me. I enjoyed myself quite a lot. I'm glad we did not bring Toby. He would not have enjoyed himself. Confirm. For sure. I'm sure of it. He would not have had a good time. It was too loud. There was too much going on. I mean, I had to take breaks, so I imagine Toby would too. Did the weather hold for you? It did. It was beautiful. The weather was beautiful. It was like 25, 24 degrees and sunny. And then it turned into 25 degrees and cloudy, and then turned into 24 degrees and cloudy, and then it was the perfect temperature, 24 degrees, a light breeze, cloudy skies, beautiful. It was perfect. The kids were playing in the water table. They were jumping on the little trampoline. So don't worry, it's a child-safe trampoline. It's like 6 inches above the ground, and it has a bar that they have to hold while they're jumping on it. It's not like a trampoline that kids break their legs on. It's like a safe trampoline, and Alistair loves it. Great vestibular input. Anyway, they were playing in the water table. They were playing in the garden. They were just being so cute. Watching little kids play is also friggin' adorable. It's like watching puppies. It's so cute. They're so stupid. They don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to ask each other questions, but they know how to ask those questions to adults. So they come over and they phrase it like a complaint. Like, Alistair won't let me ride the scooter. Did you ask him if you could ride the scooter? No. Well, ask him. Alistair, can I ride the scooter? Yeah. Alistair said I can ride the scooter. Like, literally, that's how they do. They literally are like, they need permission to figure out anything, and it's very cute. Yeah, plus kids do need to take some slight risks, too. It's just a matter of only one being on the trampoline at a time. That's, like, so hard to control. But those safe trampolines are great, too. Yeah, I feel like the big trampolines, it's crazy to me. We used to have 4 kids. Like, we had a trampoline in our backyard growing up. It was the 90s. And we would jump on it. 3 of us would be jumping while one person was trying to jump at the opposite jump to get a really high jump. I don't know how many times I definitely could have just broken my shin, just shattered my legs, but none of us ever got injured. I honestly don't understand how 4 out of 4 kids, we had 0 broken bones. Not one broken arm, not one broken leg. And it's not like we were indoor kids. We were like feral children. It was the 90s. I was genuinely putting myself in physical danger every time I left the house as a child. And I never was actually in danger. I wasn't in danger from people. I was in danger from, like, self-inflicted injury. Not self-inflicted. Negligent injury. I was constantly in danger of accidentally dying. These super short pieces make me crazy. Yeah, the worst thing I ever did on a trampoline happened when I was by myself. I missed time to jump, then landed on the uncovered springs, flipped the whole trampoline on top of myself. 0 out of 10, not fun. I would give that a 0 out of 10, absolutely. I support your 0 out of 10 rating. Ouch. Ouch and embarrassing, but nobody was around, so just ouch. But also imagine if people were around and then you had to deal with, like, I'm fine, because when you're a kid, when you're injured, you pretend like you're not, which is so stupid. No, I'm fine, because it's embarrassing to be hurt. What? Now as an adult, I'll cry in public if it hurts. Okay. Short piece, short piece, short piece. I hate all these short pieces. Let's see, the springs ripped the crap out of my thighs. I had crazy spring pinch bruises for weeks. Yep. Well, I'm glad you're not permanently maimed by the trampoline. I'm glad the trampoline can't hurt you now. Okay, I think that's all of the short pieces are now together. No, I will not be keeping these. No, I will not store these for a spare project. These are dead to me. These pieces are too short. And so, goodbye. Goodbye to them all. Being a kid in the 90s was actually stupid. It was like genuinely an unsafe time. They were like, don't talk to strangers. And I was like, okay, instead I'll go into this water runoff reservoir and collect leeches. What? I'll collect snapping turtles, and when I collect them, I will remove the leeches. What? I will hunt for critters? I don't know. I'm sure it's totally safe. I'm sure everything was totally fine. I mean, this is a good visual gauge of about how much yarn I lost. This is how much yarn I lost to short pieces. I'm not even looking at it. Don't make me feel guilty. It's dead to me. Okay. Yeah, that is one thing kids in Australia are encouraged not to do. Do not mess with the wildlife in that country. Yes, do not mess with the wildlife is probably a really good idea in general, but like I, from a very young age, truly in my heart of hearts, and this has not changed, I don't believe that applies to me. I don't believe it applies to me. I wish that I did, because that's a normal people thing, is to go, don't mess with the wildlife. And I go, you should not mess with the wildlife. You really shouldn't do that. You don't mess with the wildlife. But that rule, it wasn't written for people like me. It wasn't written about me, and it wasn't written for people like me. People like me were never meant to follow that rule. Don't mess with the wildlife. I agree with you. Just like I agree that nobody should have a pet bird. Period. I don't think parrots are pets. I don't think that a parrot is a pet animal. I think if you keep a parrot as a pet, that's a decision you made, but like to say that they're good pets is a crazy people thing to say. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What about stressing the animal out? I see American kids picking up everything and the animals always look petrified. Again, they don't look petrified when it's me. Because when it's me, it's me. So they're not petrified. They actually really like it. When I catch animals, they want to stay with me. Sorry about the audio. I'll turn it down for a sec so you don't have to hear that. Should we do the other one? This one? I'm really excited to use this one. I think it's going to be really pretty because of this weird little bright bit here. I think it could come off really pretty. Let's do one more. Okay. So this one was originally yellow and orange. The original colors of this skein were yellow and orange. Hold on. Maybe we start this way instead. And I dyed over the yellow and orange, so there's mostly no yellow and orange left. Except in a couple little spots. So I was able to use acid dyes over top of yellow and orange to create blue and green. Just have to get it started. There. Oh my god, I would never buy a hank if this happens every time. It doesn't happen every time. It's that mine are damaged. If you buy a new hank, this does not happen. It unwinds much easier when it's a new, unused, undamaged hank. But mine are all tied together in multiple places, and they've been dyed, and they've been left improperly for months. But this doesn't happen every time, not with a new hank. This is also kind of sticky right now, like the fibers are all stuck together on the hank because they were dyed together, and I'm not careful. So like the chance of felting is non-zero. Hey Marina, good morning. Thank you for your compliments. If only the yarn would cooperate. This morning doesn't seem to be on my side this morning. I'm trying to help get you off the skein, you jerk. It'll be soon. This will be over. Over this one. Well, how can that be? Now. For real? I thought we were getting somewhere. It can't be both sides tangled. How does that make sense? Where is the break? Oh, there we go. Got it. Oh, that took way too long. All right, I'm gonna wind now. Sure, this one's all one piece, but it's yarn barf. One piece of yarn barf. There we go. Do you hear how quiet my birds are this morning? What's that about? Do I even have a whole zoo? I thought I did. Oops. I promise we'll be talking again shortly. As soon as I get all this yarn wound up, then we can talk about starting a new project. We can decide on what needles we're going to use, what color of yarn we're going to use. I'm thinking we're going to knit a sweater for a 3-year-old. That's the plan. I just have to get through this yarn barf first. Then we'll do that. Okay. I promise, we're so close. We're so close to being done with this. Just everybody hold tight, okay? We're almost done. Then you can see how beautiful it looks. I can't say I'm surprised by any of the colors that we ended up with. But I am pleasantly, surprised is not the right word. I found it quite pleasant, the colors that we ended up with. But I won't say I'm shocked, because, oh right, sorry. Better? Okay, anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I don't, there. We are mere spectators in the yarn wars. Literally, the yarn barf. This is a battle I'm fighting, and I appreciate you witnessing my battle. I will win. Anyway, the colors that ended up happening in my in my yarn dye experiments yesterday are very typical of what my yarn dye experiments usually come out looking like. However, even though they are quite typical of how I dye yarn, I still think we came out with some really gorgeous colors. I know that I often come up with nearly the same looking skein of yarn somehow each time. It's not intentional, it's just what happens. But they turned out great. Sorry about the noise. Your options are you can't hear my voice, and then you also don't hear the loud noise of the machine, or you hear both. Ugh. So close. This is all that's left in the yarn barf. I didn't film it because I was just intuitively adding color to my yarn as I also filmed a crochet tutorial. I would sit down and film a few instructions and then crochet, and then I would get up, check my yarn dye, sit back down, crochet, record a few instructions. It was just all day long because my crochet took forever. So I was like, well, since I have to be upstairs, inside, underneath my camera for 4 hours today, I might as well also do some yarn dye. And I was very happy to have made that decision because these yarns are pretty and we're gonna knit with them. And we're gonna somehow not be super concerned about the fact that these blasted knots are going to be so ugly in our knitting. Hopefully we can find a way to make it look cool or to hide it really well. Problem for another day. Today we're going to wind up our balls of yarn, and that is going to be a success. And we'll decide which knitting pattern we want to use. Okay. All right, almost there. You could do it, little knots. Just untangle. Do it for me. We're almost there, I promise. Then we can decide what sweater to make. The problem with the cute little boy sweater with the clouds on it is I like the sweater a lot. I don't have blue and white for clouds. Well, I do, but not like in enough quantity. And I don't want to dye yarn in quantity. I don't ever want to dye a solid color yarn. That is like when people make solid color yarn dyes, I'm like, I get it. I get it. I get it. I don't want it. I can't. I don't know how. If I were to try and dye a yarn one color, it would not come out that way. It just would not. I only used 2 colors to make this yarn though. This yarn is blue and yellow are the only 2 colors I used. Almost entirely blue, and then at the end a little bit of yellow. I just dip dyed it, and then I would let it sit, and then I would dip dye a little bit more to get like a light blue. Like to get a dark blue, I would dip dye and hold it, and then to get a light blue, I would dip dye and pick it up, like get it out of the water pretty quick. And then after the water was clear, I put the whole skein back in the water with the vinegar and the citric acid and all the bonanza. But yeah, it's actually only 2 colors, and really it's blue. And then at the end of the dye bath, I ended up putting it back into a dye bath that had yellow left in it, and that created the really pretty sort of green in the yarn. But really I tied a lot of knots on top of the skein, like with other yarn, and tying those knots created kind of like relief patches where when I untied them later, oops, that's the end of the yarn. When I untied them later, it became like a white spot. All right, one more knot. There we go. Gorgeous. If you break, I will not forgive you. I will forgive you, but I won't appreciate it. So don't break. Thank you. I love a good solid dye, but that's because I dye a lot of clothes and home goods, so I want even color distribution. Maybe that's why I don't like it, because there's no way I would ever get even distribution. Like the idea of being able to solidly color anything one color. It just won't happen. There we go. There we go. We got movement. Sorry, headphone users, but we finally got movement. I can't slow down now. Just take your headphones out for 1 minute. Love you. Bye. If you don't have headphones on, turn down your volume. I can't do it. My hands are busy. Deep breaths, everyone. We're almost there. Okay. This is trying to escape my table. I don't appreciate it. So I'll tighten her down. Okay, everybody ready? Deep breath. Here we go. No, you don't, Raven. You do not need these. Both of these tools are such a waste of space in my home. And also, do you see how much not fun I'm having? Like the 1 second of fun that I get before it screws itself up, it's not worth it. There. Ta-da! These were both gifts from multiple years ago. And now you can see the pretty colors. Ta-da! She is beautiful. Okay. Now, do I want you guys to even know about these ones yet? So I made another skein. This one is purple and brown and green and yellow, and I think it's very pretty. I think I'm missing some yarn on one side here. Yes, I am. Let me see if I can get the colors for you to show through. Really pretty. It's like eggplant. It's like the purple vibe. Here. There's that colorway. That one turned out pretty. Even though it's like ugly. Do you know what I mean? This one's ugly and pretty at the same time. That's how I feel. I see it and I'm like, that's ugly, but that'll be beautiful as a mix. Hold on. Let's do it like those colors together. They look great. Don't you think? I love this color, which is pink, orange, and purple mixed together. Pretty. It's not all the way dry though, so this has to hang for another day. And I also did one natural dye. This is what I started with. I naturally dyed marigold. I mordanted in alum and then in iron. This also still needs to dry a little bit. But this is onion skin. And it looks like old gold to me. Don't you think? Up close it looks like old gold. From far away it gives brown, but it's like tarnished brass, old gold sort of energy. It'll be beautiful as something. I don't know what yet, but it will be beautiful. My tarnished old gold. Beauty, beauty. So now we can take our yarn ball winder. Actually, I want to wind one more ball of yarn. This thing has been sitting and I just want to wind it so that it's done and out of my way in a center pull cake. So let me do that now. Yes, that's pretty. I'm glad you think it's pretty. I also think it's pretty because I love onion skin. It is my #1 favorite natural dye. It may be easy. It may be like the first one you learn how to do natural dye with, but I don't think that makes it any less amazing. Okay. Out of my way, kids. Thank you. You guys come on up here. Tilt down. Maybe I can get the audio to be a little less aggressive in terms of the microphone audio here. Like that. Is that what we want? Hello. Hello and welcome to the program. This one shouldn't be problems because it's rewinding a pre-existing ball of yarn. Immediate yarn barf. There won't be any other yarn barf, just the beginning, because this is the middle part of a center pull skein. It's not going to be the whole thing. Great. I have so much onion skin saved right now. I hope it's still potent. It's a few years old. If they're colorful still, if they have any color on them, they're fine. If they're not clear, they're fine. Then you're gonna get color. If they're brown, orange, or yellow, they're gonna be just fine. Come on, loosen yourself up. I just realized how much I've been missing dyeing yarn this summer. And then I was cleaning up parts of my garden that are like dying back. And I had this moment of like, I haven't dyed anything with any... Hold on. Did I say onion skins? It was onion skins and marigolds. I realized I hadn't dyed anything with marigolds. So I started an onion skin dye bath. And then I ended up picking a whole bunch of marigolds and adding it. So that's those colors. Oh yeah, they're the same colors. I kept them in the dark. Okay, then you're fine. That's amazing. You need to start using those though. Not because they're gonna go bad, but because vibes. How fun. Dyeing yarn is awesome. Plus, when you dye with onion skins, it doesn't even smell bad. Like when you dye with other dyes, sometimes it smells up your whole house or your whole backyard, depending on where you're doing your dye. Onion skins, it just sounds like you're cooking, or it just smells like you're cooking. I guess it also just sounds like you're cooking. I mean, I guess you are just cooking. You're just making yarn soup. You're making onion soup for your yarn. And then don't eat it though. You could make French onion soup at the same time as doing an onion skin dye bath. That would be a great way to use up all of the scraps from your French onion soup making, because you have to cut up like 1,000,000 onions for French onion soup. All right, there we go. We should be past the yarn barf just after this little bit. Once it's done, we'll just be pulling out of the center of the cake, skein, whatever thing. Sorry about the audio if I have to face my face this way. I'm gonna hang out with you, I promise. We're co-working right now, okay? Just why don't you wind a ball of yarn too? That way we're both doing something. Ugh. What in the world? You know that feeling when you get like a quick bubble of rage in your body where you for me, I just wanted to like rip the yarn. And then I go like, where is that coming from? What is that reaction? How is ripping the yarn, how is violence the answer here, Laura? But honestly, when the yarn barf gets to a certain point, my brain reacts the same, like violence. And then I have to go, calm down. It's a ball of yarn. It can't hurt you. Maybe I'll dye some embroidery floss since that's the craft I'm into right now. That's a good idea. I am literally winding one. Okay, good, good, good. We're all in the same world. All right, now we should be done with yarn barf. Okay, could you not do that? Why is... Sorry about the audio. I'm gonna turn the volume down again for 1 sec, okay? Just so that I can get through this hard part. I think we are pretty much done with this now. Oops. There we go. 2 balls of cotton yarn wound and ready for use. 1 and 2. And then we have, there is fiber everywhere right now. In my nose, in my eyes. All right, so we finished. Thank God. Let me put away my Yarn Swift and my ball winder, which have both likely damaged my table. Excuse me, El Toblerone. Yarn ball winder and Yarn Swift. Cute. Now I would also, oops. Now I would also like to show you tomorrow's tutorial that is not finished yet, that I am working on. Pumpkin pie coasters. I made a whole pie. Somehow it has 7 pieces. I did the math for 6 pieces. It came out needing 7. So that's that for that. Ta-da! Oh, that was like more tiring than it needed to be. I wound some balls of yarn and now I'm like ready to be done. Okay, so the colors, excuse me, the colors I created actually turned out really beautiful. I love the green. Surprise, surprise. Sorry, there's powdered sugar on my desk. I was eating Sour Patch Kids. Let me just move the, oh my God, if you could see how much fiber is just sitting on my table right now, it'd probably gross you out because it's all like dust formed. Dusty fiber. Get back in the water, you. Thank you. Okay, so we've got these guys, which I think turned out really lovely. I love the depth of color with these. They kind of look like fall leaves, and I think that's going to be a beautiful project. The green, I think, is going to come out really lovely. And I think I want them to be knitting projects. And I also think I want to wind it into a ball for the knitting project. But I think I want the green one to be something for me knitted. Maybe a new hat or something. I'm winding it into a knot center pull ball. We were supposed to make bird toys today, and we didn't. Don't worry, I have the same wool glitter everywhere. Is that what you call it? Wool glitter? I already have cat glitter and dog glitter and bird glitter everywhere. I don't need wool glitter. I also don't need any more plant glitter. Everything is just glitter all over my house. I mean, if you look at it that way, then maybe it doesn't look dirty in here. It's actually just glittery. Yeah, I think the scrappy bits, you should do a fall leaf bunting. Maybe, probably not. Probably not going to do that. But I did make a pumpkin pie coaster set. That's sort of like, at least it's for fall. I wonder how much yarn I actually have. Each one of these are like 200. After, let's just say 200 yards. They're like 220, but just in case broken bits, let's say they're 200 yards. And then the rainbow one, I think, is like 600 yards. It's way thinner of a yarn, and also it was a way bigger skein. Ooh. This green, though, this is going to be something really pretty. Or it's going to be part of something really pretty. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what the biggest annoyance is when you're winding a ball of yarn? Dropping it and having it roll away while simultaneously unwinding. Oh, I just did it again. It bounces off something in front of you. You just wound it up in a center pull yarn cake, Laura. Why are you now winding it into a ball? Because, you know, sometimes I don't ask you why you do stuff. So there. I might vacuum seal these and then just put them in my freezer to... There would be no moth residue in them. They've been dyed in acid and then hung outside in the sun to dry. So these are fully moth-free at this moment. So it might be a good time to vacuum seal them, so the moths cannot get to them. I hate moths. Cloth moths are my true nemesis. What's up with you? You dancey dance. I don't want to dancey dance. I have to message the bird sitters today. Make sure all is still well on their end. Hi, you saying dancey dance? Dancey dance. Nope, dancey dance. Dancey dance. Oh my god, I'm gonna cut my yarn off. The pain is the worst. I'm sorry, Candace. They really are the worst. I've taken to dousing bits of cloth in cedar oil and putting it by the windows to keep them out. Don't know if that's bird safe or not, though. I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it, because cedar's not safe for them. Dancey dance. You're forgetting the C-E at the end. Dancey dance. Dancey dance. Wonder if I could just like put some cedar oil on my yarn. Like just put a little dip. Just a little dip on it. So no more attempts at trying to fix the heart, okay, until the end of October. Now I have a new problem. Ever heard of TOS? Heck yeah, I have. Terms of service. It's what gets you banned on the internet if you break the TOS. I don't know what it is otherwise. Tetra thoracic outlet syndrome. You have outlets in your thoracic? That's not where those go. There, now you can see more of the colors in a different way. Green with powdered sugar and orange. Beautiful. I put it on my yarn too. Oh, cedarwood is so good though. I know. And yet, poison. Straight to jail. Okay, let's take a look at the pattern that I'm thinking about using. We might have to get my other pattern. Really? I literally put it down for 1 second and a bird just pooped right in the middle of the little boy's head. Why would that happen? Why would you be like that? This is from frickin'... What year is this from? You're not gonna say, are you? No? Just book number 426. Okay. Hooded pullover with kangaroo pocket. What is this one called? It's called Child's Play. Shown on back cover. Boring. Hooded duffel coat, trendy stripes, cloud sweater. Pioneer checkered sweater, shown on page 21. Okay, so page 20. Page 21. That's so cute with the train. Hold on. Trendy stripes, clouds, key top, crochet dress, pioneer checkered sweater. Well, which one is this? Hooded sweater. Okay, let's see. Hooded kangaroo sweater, right? Hooded pullover with kangaroo pocket. To make it in size 4, we need 7 balls of yarn. Okay. To make, which ones do we want to try and make? Cardigan, stripes. We want to try and make the cloud, I think. The cloud sweater requires 4 balls of the main color and 1 ball of each of the other colors. Oh, am I quiet again? I'm on full volume, girl. I am on full volume. I don't know what to tell you. I can do this again. Switch it back to that setting, but I'm on full volume. I'm looking at the sleeves. Oh my lord. My eyelashes. They be sticking together. How not comfortable. Okay. We would need 3.5mm needles. Complete satisfaction and perfect results are only guaranteed when you work to exact tension with specified yarns. Okay, calm down. Let's see. The instructions for the back. Cast on 62 stitches. Work 2 rows of knit 1, purl 1. Join bright colors as required. With E, 1 row. Knit 1 row, work 1 row ribbing, knit 1 row, work 1 row ribbing, knit 1 row, work 1 row ribbing. Wow, that's awful to say. Continue in ribbing until work measures 2 inches. Okay. Change to 4.5mm to shape armholes. Cast off 2 stitches beginning next 2 rows. Cast off 2 stitches beginning next 2 rows. Decrease 1 stitch at the end. 1 stitch each end of needle on next, then every alternate row to 36 stitches on needle. Ew. Front with B, blah blah blah, cast on, colored pattern. Okay, so the front and the back, almost the same. Joining the yarn, fine. Okay, now the arm, sleeve, let's see. Sorry, I'm reading instructions and looking at the how-to on this. Oh, you're not going to tell me how to put it together. Nor are you going to tell me how to do the sleeve? You're just hoping that I understand? That's crazy. I see the pictures, that's super helpful, but what about how to do the sleeve? Oh, there it is, sorry. With B and 3.5mm needles, 34 stitches, work ribbing. Continue in stockinette stitch, working from chart for sleeve to end of chart. That's not helpful, girlfriend. Work ribbing as given for back. Continue. You want me to continue in stockinette stitch, working from chart. Bitch, what are you talking about? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's just saying increase every 6 rows. Could have just said that. Don't know why it had to make me look at a drawing to understand it. I'm looking at this sleeve trying to understand. trying to decide what color I want to do the sweater in. I don't think I'll be doing clouds at all. That's just an option, and I don't think it's an option I'll be taking. I think I'll skip clouds, and instead I'll just do whatever the heck I want. The clouds are really cute though. I don't know how to do color work yet though. Okay, so that's a good thing to know. Size-wise, I can follow that pattern without doing any clouds on it. I can just follow that pattern. And the pattern I want is, or the size I want, sorry. What size is this yarn? This yarn is, what's the yarn you want? Canadiana Superwash Wool, 50 grams. And it wants 4 50-gram balls, which would make 2 100-gram balls, which I think I've got. I think I could do that. Green and blue for a sweater for the little one. The instructions are written for size 4, which is the size I would be making. I kind of want to make his out of acrylic. Beelzebub, get off there. Are you doing crimes? I haven't been paying attention. Please don't do crimes, okay? I'm busy. When you have to join a new ball of yarn or when replacing a knot, the simplest way is to join at the beginning of a row, even if you have to pull back a partly knitted row. It's preferable, if possible, to join at a seam edge so the edge can be neatly darned into a seam when the garment is sewn up. Got it. Okay, cool. We could just... We only have like 10 minutes left for today, but what color are we gonna do? I don't think... Do I want to do it in acrylic for him? Maybe I do. Maybe he should have an acrylic sweater, but I just wanted to dye this yarn so that we could play with it, and now it's dyed. What am I gonna play with? This one's gorgeous. This one turned out so pretty. The greens are so pretty. Do you see all of the color? There's little bits of orange and yellow hiding in it. It's gonna look so pretty. Oh, that was a lot of work. That was like more work than it felt like it needed to be. Just to wind up that yarn. I think I'm gonna wind up the blue one now because I have problems. And what else are we gonna do till the end of the stream? For 10 minutes, what am I gonna do? I'll wind a ball of yarn. Oh, I love the dark, dark blue. Turned out so good. Oh, I broke my tablecloth already. Not tablecloth, my table cover. I put a new table cover on. Like new sticky stuff, but it's not strong this time. Seems to have gotten damaged by stuff. Ow, my finger hurts. I think I broke the nail like off of the nail bed. I think I pulled it off. I can feel it's like quite sore. All right. So for tomorrow, I'm going to try my best to get my crochet pumpkin pie coaster set finished in time so that you guys will have a tutorial for tomorrow. If I don't, I'm sorry. You'll have to forgive me. If I don't have something filmed for tomorrow finished, then I'll live stream tomorrow. But I have so much to do this week to prep for camping, to prep for us being away, our animals being away, to prep for the birds to leave. I have to like take their cage outside and fully scrub it down. I have to prep all the instructions for the birds and for the cats. I have to meal prep. I have to go grocery shopping, and then I have to cook everything for the camping trip. And I have to film, edit, and upload a video before all of that. I think everything else, though, is just like day-to-day maintenance this week. I don't think we have any like major projects. I am a little worried about our garden when we go away. Like, is the garden gonna die? Should I just ask my sister to water? I don't think I'm gonna, because I don't think it's gonna need to water. I don't think it's gonna need to be watered. I'm sure at least one of the days this week, or next week, sorry, one of the days next week will rain. And even if it doesn't rain, I doubt everything will die. It's fall, you know? It doesn't really seem like a time for everything to die for no reason. Usually the garden slows down and then it doesn't need as much water. Yeah, busy week for sure. It is a busy week. And the stuff I have to pack for camping, I also have to like go shopping for little things. Like I have all my fishing stuff, but I still have to get my fishing license. I have my meal plan, but I still have to get we have to pack the stuff strategically so it fits in the vehicle. So it's like everything has to come out, get washed, and then get packed. But all of the camping stuff is packed, so it's like in a world where we had no time to prepare, we could just throw all of our camping stuff in the car and go. But I would like to pull it all out, wash all of the dishes, make sure make sure we have the scissors and the knives and stuff, like just prep for, just prep. Just get it all ready to go. And that's this week. Oh, also, some of my perennials have come up. I started seeds a few weeks ago now, I think. A few weeks. Started seeds a few weeks ago now, and my hollyhock has germinated. The black hollyhock germinated. The whatever regular hollyhock, I think it was purple hollyhock, has not germinated. The gray cone flowers have germinated, and a million bee balm germinated. I planted a whole bunch of native bee balm. Because they had it growing in a local community garden, and I took seeds because it looked so pretty, and it looked like it will look so pretty next to my other bee balm. It's like a purple one instead of a pink one. I have like a hot pink fuchsia one, and it's like a softer purple, very pretty. So it germinated, which makes me very happy. Because now I just need to keep them alive until winter, and then they will do their own thing, and then in the spring I'll have new plants. I do think I'm going to repot some of my perennials I'm going to switch up the pots a bit. I haven't decided if I want to do mixed perennial pots or solid perennial pots. Like, do I want hostas and ferns in one pot, or do I want just hostas in one pot and just ferns in one pot? I don't know yet. This year I had a combination. Some of my pots were solitary perennials and some of them were mixed perennials. Pardon me. So I am going to think that through a bit and then decide, but it's just that's not a this week problem. That's like the week after next week problem. But I also need to get all the houseplants in this week because it's going to go down below 9 degrees while we're away. And if it goes below 9 degrees, my houseplants will start to die. So I need to bring them indoors and get them all set up with their grow lights and things. So I'm hopeful. I'm going to have to move like the cat tree to another spot. And yeah, it's like there's just a lot of fall jobs. Okay, there we go. Now I've got them both wound into beautiful balls of yarn. Come on, look at these colors. Come on, I made them. A plus yarn dye. All right, I love you guys. I know it's only 11:53, but I'm gonna go now because I have to do stuff and because I want to put this yarn away and I have to pee. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow, either with a new crochet tutorial for pumpkin pie slices made into coasters and a trivet. Pumpkin pie coaster trivet combo. That's going to be coming out tomorrow if I finish it. If I don't finish it, then it will come out next Tuesday, but tomorrow I will live stream. So come back tomorrow morning. There will be content here regardless of what content it is. So I guess that's all. I love you guys so much. See you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Stay hydrated. Be nice to yourself. Thank you again so much for the super chats, Alice. Really appreciate you coming in here and just dropping some love. Appreciate that. If you would like to join the channel, friends, subscribe. It's awesome when you do that. And wow, my nose has so many little fibers. I'm being tickled by all the fibers in the air right now. Okay, yeah, thumbs up the video, subscribe, come back tomorrow, and if you're just into the live streams, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. till 12 p.m., I am here, and I'm live streaming. And Raven, thank you for the reminder. Don't forget to vote for your favorite fat bear today. Today is Fat Bear Vote Day, Monday, September 29th. Tomorrow's the last day of September, guys. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.